Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of Jill's story in Resident Evil. We have just entered the dormitory. Now, this is going to be a very short... Well, now the dormitory is a very short part of the game. It's nowhere... It doesn't take as long to get through Mansion 1. Well, Mansion 1 is actually longer than the dormitory, a lot longer. If you're quick enough, you could finish this whole section in 10 to 15 minutes. This video in particular is actually, well, less than 20. But it could have been a lot less had I not collected these blue herbs. Because picking up healing items takes up a lot of time. Explosive rounds. And first aid spray. Won't be needing the crank for the time being. Crank really only has one use. I mean, you have to use the crank twice, but just once for now, and the second time later on. I really like this particular music piece right here. It has a creepy sort of feel to it. Well, then again, it is a survival horror game, and a lot of the music in this game is creepy. But this one is softer. On the it's on the disturbing side, but it's soft and melodic in a way. Make sure to grab the red book. There would be a small key in that cup, but there isn't because because only Chris has to collect small keys. Jill has a lockpick, so small keys are non-existent in this game. You don't have to worry about the web spinners in this room. If you can, try not to kill them because they're not worth killing. It's just a waste of ammunition. I was wondering what that second one was, because I thought there was only one web spinner in this room, but there's two. I really hope my mom's not watching this video, because she really hates spiders. So one thing about that room with the pool table is that the dial, I mean, it actually tells you which numbers to dial. I mean, it's like they just give you, give you the code. But really, you don't have to go inside the room. There's really no point in going inside the room other than going to the pool table and to get a handgun clip, which is really pointless and useless. So other than that, there's no point in going into the pool hall or the bar. Yeah, I think it's a bar. Oh, and there's nothing else, and there's nothing in there other than a clip. You can really just guess the passcodes, the number combinations for the door. But if you want to save time, just go ahead and look up the dial code when going into the bar and go to the pool table. Here's a file on Plant 42. Funny story. My mom came into my room, and I told her that I was trying. I mean, while I was playing the game, well, actually, I was editing a video for Resident Evil, and I was telling her when I was playing the game that I was trying to mix up a chemical to kill Plant 42. Now, she's never played Resident Evil. She's not a gamer like me. But I told her, when I said Plant 42, she said, "Oh, don't kill Plant 42." But then, I showed her what Plant 42 looks like. She turned that around real quick. That was that was hilarious. But really, for what it's worth, Plant 42 is really ugly. Who would make such a monstrosity? Just go around the aqua ring. Oh, CGI. The shark sees a booty. I don't understand why Chris doesn't get a CGI cutscene right there, but Jill does. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, by the way, make sure you pull the lever before going here because you won't be able to access this room because the door will be locked. I decided to just go ahead and pick up these clips even though I won't be using all of them. But conveniently, I just went ahead and picked them up since they were there. I don't understand why there will be water in this room. Probably because somebody opened the door and accidentally let the water inside. Whatever the case may be, they're useless. So we got what we came for, and we're out the door again. Really, I don't know. I don't know why they made the game to where you the game. I don't understand why the game prompts you to discard the keys after they've served their purposes. Because there's really no point in keeping the keys anyway. So why save them? Why not just get rid of the key for you? I really don't understand that, to be honest. Here's the VJolt file. This tells you how to make the VJolt, which is the chemical that we will be using to weaken Plant 42. Okay, so this part I just used, in this part I really just decided to go ahead and speed it up. If you want to see the process of how to make the VJolt, then I would recommend just watching the, go watch the Chris Let's Play, where I don't actually speed it up like this. Oh, I messed it up. That's probably why I sped it up, because I messed it up. But, I don't actually speed it up like this in Chris' story. So, if you want to see a slowed down version, a normal speed version of this, then go watch that. Alright. Oh, okay, I sped this part up too. I was really trying to save time for this video. I don't know why they leave the empty bottles in your inventory. Well, actually, whatever the case may be, I suppose. I went the wrong way. I still went the wrong way. This is what happens when you try to do things fast and try to remember at the same time. Those two things don't mix very well for me, even though I wish it did. And now it's time to go and fight Plant 42 because, unfortunately, that doesn't kill the plant. Giving the V-Jolt to the roots doesn't kill the plant, which is unfortunate. Okay. Hey, you hit me! So, same strategy that I used with Chris. I just like to run around Plant 42 and then shoot upwards. I'm not sure if it matters where you shoot. Also, watch out for the debris. That's the main reason why you want to run around, because a whole bunch of acid falls from the ceiling or debris. It's probably just acidic debris, I'm not sure. Whatever the case may be, something falls from the ceiling. Yeah, and you want to watch out for that. So now that we have collected the helmet key, wait, was the helmet key? Yeah. Who's that?
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Yeah, right. So that's the end of this video. What I was saying about the helmet key, basically after you collect the helmet key, that leads to a lot of story consequences. But that's what happens in Resident Evil games. That's what happens when you collect things and collect key items. Something bad always happens. And the next video will show. See you guys next time.